Alright, hello and welcome back to Let's Play yet another No Name MAME game. Today's No Name MAME game is, of course, made by Taito. It's Quiz Sekai Show! And so I know quiz games have had some sort of a hit and miss, and usually they're miss after the first 5 minutes. But this game has a little bit of an advantage. It seems to be made by an actual quiz show. I'm assuming it's licensed after a quiz show. So, let's skip right past the intro, that's right! I figured out the secret to quiz games. The secret is you enable autofire on all 4 buttons and just blast through those questions. Oh, weird. So just even the act of adding in credit seems to enable a secondary person. Although, I wonder if her successes count as your successes. I can't see how it would be any sort of disadvantage. So hey, if you're playing by yourself, you can now play with a pretend person. Nice. Oh, it's a board game quiz game. Well, I mean, they could be worse. We could be, I don't know, spending 25 years of a tyke's life just kind of growing them up. But, oh, well, can't go any higher than 9 credits. So if we look at our quiz game, yeah, it's about par for the course visually. I mean, you've got, like, very nicely animated sprites. Everything's clear, everything's nice. Although this one does have, like, kind of a nice pastel color scheme. Oh, and then we've got nice little intros, or neat little animations for when the characters get things right, get things wrong, that sort of thing. Again, par for the course. But yeah, that pastel style, pretty nice. And then the colors are bright and crisp, while it's also the pastel style, so... Because, I mean, sometimes when you go for the pastel style, it's like things sort of look like a little washed out. Like, you get the same visual effect as if, things were washed out. Whoa, what was that, like? What part of the match should you touch? Oh, okay, so they'll automatically use the credits. So in fact, I don't even have to press start right now. Ah, the things you learn in MAME. Oh, that was, Yeah, I give up. Although it does seem like the, array of questions is nicely broad. Like, I mean, if you saw it was just asking you picture questions. Which again doesn't make guessing them any easier because the question itself is in Japanese, but... I mean... Oh, well... Even though the question is Japanese, at least you get to see the pretty pictures, and you get to, like, pretend to yourself. It's like, hey, I can read pictures, the universal language. Oh, that's hilarious. Although I do like that the developers were savvy enough to have the flies go in different directions so that you couldn't have a tie like this if you just rapidly pressed the button. Although, I'm a little amazed at our developers' unsavviness in, like, there was a tie anyway, almost. It seemed like at least half the time we got both bugs at the same time, so... Man, that red person, she's like a master at luck, I guess. Oh, and we've got like full video or full sound going on, so it's probably like sound clips of someone. So, I mean, if this was like your favorite quiz show, which again I am assuming that this is a real show. I mean, who else would spell show in all caps if you weren't real? But I'm assuming that these guys are an actual quiz show you can see on the air, so I'm assuming they were like fans of this show, so you probably like see this game in the arcades and you're like, man, I sure would like to pretend I'm on that quiz show. And then I guess, I don't know, if someone else joins into the game, it's like, hey, I'd like to test my wits against your trivia knowledge. Because of course, every quiz game has to be life or death. Man, this is... Well, I wish I could say this game was playing itself, but unfortunately the flip side of that is not too much interesting stuff is going to be happening. So, I mean, I don't know, it's weird because this is a good quiz game by all standards, except for the one where it's like, should I keep playing to see something awesome? Although, I don't know, an impassioned yay is almost enough. But I mean, these were like the hamster one. It's like you were raising a hamster. It's like, what's the hamster gonna do next? What's it gonna eat? Who's it gonna bite into? And then the one we're raising the kid, it's like, oh, how's the kid gonna turn out? Turns out it takes a long time to raise a kid, but that's beside the point. And then there was a Fantasy Star quiz, which was not officially named as such, but that was cool. It was like, how many times is the door gonna kill us next time? I remember that. This one, though, I mean, it really kind of plays it straight. And I guess, too, if you were in an arcade and you wanted to play a quiz game, but you didn't want to play a fantastic quiz game, then I guess this would be your style. Although I'm kind of wondering why you'd be in an arcade in the first place if you just want to play a regular quiz game. It seems like you'd probably be better spending your time in like some sort of library just memorizing facts. Not necessarily because you're eventually going to be on a quiz game, but just because that's probably what reassures you in life. Oh wow, that second player, she's really kicking butt. I realize it's all random chance, but hey, you can bet on like virtual horse racing, can't you? You can bet on virtual quiz taking. So let's see, in the next couple minutes, do you think the blue guy's gonna beat the girl? Place your bets, place your bets. I'm setting odds at like 5 to 1. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone loses points. Also, it's weird, because like the last quiz game when we were in autofire, it seemed to like randomly select the answers, but this one just kind of goes for the first two. Which, I mean, it's doable. Oh man, these are cute little pictures. Oh, and we're little piggies. Hopefully this is a game that involves mashing buttons. Oh. Does the blue one have a slight advantage because evidently the first button for player 2 isn't there? There we go. Now we got full auto fire. Oh wow, now it's like all a free-for-all. Now everyone can answer anything. Evidently I forgot to have the first button for player 2 mapped. Oh, okay, so you get to choose the category when you... Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a well-crafted quiz game, but also, like I said, it's not going anywhere. It's weird did the blue guy's score go down. I don't think it did, actually. Because the ratio was, like, a lot worse, so you could probably deal with it. You ever played Magical Drop 3? It's like the same sound the Fool makes. Oh, that's right. How many credits do we have in here? Of course, I don't want to put in more credits to find out. Oh yeah, and in the background we got like kind of a nice Mario Party 2. Oh no, game over. Watch out. It could end. You got like a nice Mario Party 2 sort of little rhythm going on in the background. Well, unfortunately, blue player did not really catch up to the red player, although if you were making a bet and you had like a lot of money on the line, you could technically say that the red player lost first and that their score went to 0, and so in the end he won. Oh, 93. That's not so bad. Actually, this is kind of early as far as like the golden age of quiz games that I've self-proclaimed to exist. I guess I could complain that their lips aren't entirely synced to what's going on with the audio, but what kind of animation is? It's actually a little weird seeing lips moving in real life, or in depictions of media. It just kind of gets to you after a while. Because, I mean, it never looks right if you're not too good at reading lips, I guess. Oh, so the attract screen is just showing gameplay. Which, I mean, normally that's a lot better than nothing, but at the same time, it's a quiz game. I think I'm capable of figuring out what it's going to be doing, what it's going to be like. Well, I guess that's not always true. Usually we play the quiz games just to see what they're like, see if there's some sort of crazy trick. Maybe aliens hiding, maybe idols, maybe a guy team of idols. That one was a neat little twist. Taito. That's a neat little thing for Taito, although if you think about it, it's kind of a little creepy, so don't think about it. Just enjoy it. Well, I feel like we've extracted all of the neat Japanese quirkiness we can get out of this quiz game, so on that note, the scats. Gotta scat.